One common question that I get is if anyone were to purchase their organic produce from a supermarket in Singapore, is it completely free from chemical pesticide? So instead of just making guesswork, let's look at studies being done by reputable institution. Okay, so this particular study data was released in 2020. They have another study that's done in 2021, which I'll cover another day. So it's quite a recent news. So this study is done by Department Food Science and Technology from NUS, National University of Singapore. So you can understand this done at the university level. This is done in collaboration with Nanchang University of China. Okay, so they were interested to study pesticide in organic and conventional vegetables using a certain method of testing. So where did they get their vegetables from? They went to local supermarket in Singapore, not just any other place, supermarket in Singapore. And they bought 15 pairs of conventional and organic vegetables. So let me explain what we mean by conventional. Conventional vegetable means vegetables that were grown and harvested from a non-certified organic farm. So any farm that's not certified organic, they are actually permitted to use a list of pesticide in Singapore. If they are grown overseas, again, each country have their own regulations. So they're allowed to use certain type of pesticide within a certain limit. Okay, what do we mean by organic farms? Organic farms means they have went through a proper process of certification to get their farm approved to produce vegetables or fresh produce for the consumer market. Now, generally, organic certified farms are permitted to use natural form of pesticide, okay? Natural form, but they are not allowed to use synthetic or chemical-based pesticide, okay? So they actually were interested to study, and they bought 15 pairs of both to compare, okay? So let's look all the way at their results. Okay, so I'm going to scroll down to the results area. Okay, so I'm going to go through some of them. One sample that they done was long bean. Okay, so you have organic long bean. Okay, you have organic long bean as well as conventional long bean. So they compare both. So what you expect? You expect that organic certified long beans or long beans farmed from organic certified farm shouldn't have chemical pesticide, right? You know what they discover? They discover that this whole list is actually the list of synthetic pesticide, which are actually not supposed to use on organic certified farm. They detected that long bean, organic long bean bought from supermarket in Singapore contain these two types of synthetic pesticide. Conventional long bean also contain, but in this case it contains one of them but in higher concentration. Okay, so you can see this is the higher the number means the higher concentration per kg detected in that particular produce. So this is not good news. Organic produce, organic long bean contain two types of synthetic pesticide. Let's look at another produce, okay? So now let's look at organic lettuce. Most of the Singapore residents will buy organic lettuce to eat for salad and conventional lettuce, okay? So the good news is organic lettuce, they didn't detect any of the listed pesticide. In conventional lettuce, they detected three types. Okay, they detected three types. Which are the three? These three. All right. A lot of people don't know this one is actually banned in the USA since 2021. Okay, but it's still permitted in quite a number of countries. Okay. Now, a lot of Singapore residents also love to eat pak choy. So I'm going to scroll down to here. So pak choy, there are like different types. I'll talk about one of them here. So they tested organic pak choy and conventional pak choy. Now, organic pak choy again contain this one. Again, numbers are there. It doesn't lie. The data is there. Conventional pak choy contain this as well. But not just only this, it contains three types. So you need to know many of the conventional vegetables don't just contain one form of pesticide, it can contain two or three. Okay, so let's look at some more. Okay, organic caesin, conventional caesin. Okay, So let's look here again. The first one is not detected, but the second one is detected. Okay, same thing, chysine, second one is detected. Now, organic chysine and conventional chysine, they both contain the same type of synthetic pesticide. Not much of a difference, so not good news. Let's look at Amaranth. Amaranth is often known as Bayam. Again, the organic one contains two different types detected of pesticide. Conventional one, okay, also contains two. Of course, this one is a bit higher than this, but they both contain. So what does this tell you? I'll not go through all the data. It does tells you that on vegetables that are bought from supermarket in Singapore, this study is done, as I said, quite recent. You can go and find out the study on your own. Just Google the title, all right? And this study is done by NUS, Nanchang University in China. They check both conventional organic vegetables. Some of them, of course, didn't detect any pesticide. Some of the organic pak choy, chysine, amaranth contain pesticide. Okay, so what does it mean for you? It means that probably some of the farms, some of the check fell through the loophole. That's the first thing. Okay. Of course, the good news is the maximum residue level is not extremely high, but it's still there. So it's not good news as well. It's there, even on the organic produce. So we encourage you, take control of your health, learn to grow your own vegetables. Now, even if you continue to buy vegetables from the market, maybe that's something you have to do for the time being. At least you begin to pick up some skill on your own to grow your own and take back control of the quality of the produce that you eat.